Hello to whoever is listening, this is Blackpen and this is another video in the series of web fiction tutorials that this channel has been dedicated to since its inception. Now, as always, I'd like to thank everybody that has engaged on previous videos and I'd like to also thank everybody who's watching these videos. Thank you for the likes, for the views, for the comments, for the referrals, for sharing the links. I appreciate everybody. I am grateful to you because this is a new channel and you have made it. You have given me motivation. You have given me more motivation to move forward because I always know that okay, there are people who need me to upload videos. So you are inspiring me and motivating me to work. So now, as I always say, you go to my bio, you will see 3 links. The first link is the link to a web fiction guide, comprehensive web fiction guide, which is on Seller. The second link is the link to my Facebook profile. The third link is the link to a WhatsApp study group. Now, that WhatsApp study group is where you can come, and if you have any questions on any of the videos on this channel, you can ask and you will get answers and also engage directly with me. Now, aside from that, we also I also want you to know that this particular video is going to be the last video as it pertains to web fiction tutorials. There will be more videos on this site, on this channel. We have just gotten started, but as for web fiction tutorials, that is videos on how to do this, how to do that, this will be the last one as it pertains how to write, because as I said, there is a web fiction guide I have made available. Check my bio, you see the link to it. So these videos so far have just been teasers as to what will be in that web fiction guide. So this is the last video. After this, if you want to get more from me on how to write, go and you purchase the book. It's available at just 5,000 naira, very affordable. Now, to today's lesson, dialogue. Dialogue is one of the most important and one of the most key parts of writing a story, because conversation in your story is just as important as description. Now, as you can see here, we are talking about this first passage is talking about the purpose of dialogue. At the bottom of your screen, you can see dialogue format. There will be 3. This topic will be divided into 3. So this is the first one. Dialogue format will be the second one, and then there'll be the last one. So let's begin with this first one. Dialogue. Purpose of dialogue. Now, there are 4 purposes, as you can see, that I have outlined. There are many more, but for the purpose of this lesson, we'll discuss just 4. Number 1 says, dialogue reveals the intent of each character. Even in real life, when somebody is speaking, you get to know their intentions, you get to know their motivations, you get to know what they would like to do, you get to know things they are interested in, you get to know their ambitions. So dialogue, when your reader is reading the conversation from each character, they get to know, okay, this is what this person likes, this is what this person likes. That second point is very, very connected to the first point, because as the second point says, it helps your reader understand the personality of each character. Now, when you're listening to somebody and you hear their intentions and you hear their motivations, automatically you understand the kind of person they are, right? Yes. So points 1 and points 2 are very, very connected. Now, the third point says dialogue helps plot building. Yes, your dialogue is a very key factor that will carry your story from the introduction point to the inciting incident point to the conflict point to the rise action point to the climax point to the resolution point. Your dialogue is a very, very key factor that will carry your story across all these sections of plot of your plot outline. Now, the last point says your dialogue builds up your word counts. I don't need to explain this one too much. We all know that in web fiction, the word count is very, very important. Before you can even apply for a contract, they will tell you, okay, you need 5k words. When you get your contract, let's say you got an exclusive, they'll tell you, okay, to access your signing bonus here, you need so k words. They need to say to be able to qualify for MAB, you need so k words. Word count is very, very important, and dialogue is one of the most important factors in writing the word count, in accumulating words and achieving certain word count goals. Because if you're writing dialogue, if you've been writing, for those of you who are new, this is the fact of the matter, and for those of you who have been writing, you can attest to this fact that when you're writing dialogue, you accumulate words faster than when you're describing. Because when you're describing, there's a temptation to repeat and emphasize. But when you're using dialogue, you can improvise for as long as you want. You can make dialogue as long as lengthy as you want. You can make dialogue as back and forth ish as you want. So it helps you accumulate words much faster. Even in real life, when you're talking, you speak more words than you know than even when you're thinking. Let's use it like that. So your words are very, very important. In If you were to calculate the words you speak in a day, the ones that come out of your mouth are much more. So that's it. We have in fiction writing the most easy way, the most what's the word? If there's any word that's bigger than easy, there's no word that is more accessible than easy. The fastest way to accumulate words in your story, in your chapters, is via dialogue. So it helps you accumulate words, and hit certain word count targets. Now, that's for dialogue. The second one, that's for purpose of dialogue. The second topic today is dialogue format. Now, what is dialogue format? Dialogue format is simply how to write your dialogue. Now, I've read books from different people, and both on the site and books that I have been privileged to review, and I have noticed that people tend to make mistakes. There are so many variations as to how people write their dialogue. Some of them are so incorrect, but I took it that okay, it's because there has been no proper guide. So now this is going to be my own guide on how to write dialogue, which is going to be very, very, it will look organized and to be easy to remember. Now, this is like a format. Inverted comma open should be the first thing in your dialogue. When you're writing a piece of dialogue, the first thing should be inverted comma open. It should not be the words, it should be inverted comma open. And after inverted comma open, you are free to write the words. Then after you write the words, you can punctuate it however you want to punctuate it. Let's say you want to end the statement, punctuate it with a full stop. You want to continue later, if it's a comma, whichever one you want. Whether it's a question, it's a question mark, exclamation, exclamation mark. Then after that, another inverted comma to close the first inverted comma that you opened. So full stop does not come after inverted comma in your dialogue. Now look at the examples. You can see the first one says, "Hi, my name is Blackpen," but you can see before the hi, you see inverted comma open to open the statement. Then you have, "Hi, my name is Blackpen." Then you can see the full stop, and then you see the inverted comma close. "Hi, my name is Blackpen" is supposed to be bracketed by your inverted commas. Your nothing from "Hi, my name is Blackpen" should spill out beyond the inverted commas. It's just like your inverted comma is protecting your words. See it like that. The inverted comma is the bodyguard of your words. Nothing in your words, be it punctuation or the words themselves, should cross an inverted comma in your dialogue. You can see the next one. "How dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to me?" You can see the question mark is different punctuations, but still bracketed by inverted comma. "I used to love you, but now." You can see bracketed by inverted comma. "I want to propose a contract marriage." You can see bracketed by inverted comma. Don't write dialogue and then your full stop or any kind of punctuation comes after the inverted comma. It looks unprofessional and it is very, very abusive to grammar. Your words should be protected and should be bracketed by your inverted comma. Then the last point on this topic and for this video, improving on wording in dialogue. How do you improve your dialogue? How do you get better at writing dialogue? There are 5 points on this, and I'm going to be taking the first one now. By listening to fluent English speakers and observing the phrases and choices of words they employ in speech. Now, one of the easiest ways to actually achieve this is by watching movies, but don't watch movies just for the entertainment's sake. Watch movies to learn. Learn because in movies, we have scriptwriters who put in their time to write the best dialogue that they can possibly write. So you going to watch that movie should be going in there with the mentality that you're going to learn. Listen to the characters. Don't just enjoy the movie and cry at the end. Listen to the characters. Study the way they speak. Learn from them. Improve. A lot of people watch movies and they stay the same. Their words stay the same. They even get worse because they are doing it with the wrong intentions. You need to be don't just go to the cinema or download movies on your laptop or on your phone just to keep yourself busy. No, for a writer, watching movies is work because you are going there to learn, to improve your grammar, to upgrade. Then, number two, while you read books, consciously search out the meaning of the words which you don't understand. This is very, very easy to explain. If you're reading a book, a novel, and you see a big word, don't just skip it. Don't just skip it. Take a dictionary, whether a mobile dictionary or an actual paperback dictionary. Take a dictionary and then search out the meaning of that word. Know the word. It's for your own good. Don't just skip over the words. You're a writer. You're supposed to be dealing with words. Words are supposed to be your friend. You should not be afraid of words because they are big or because they seem difficult. Go and search them out and learn the words. Number three, speak more of English. Speak more of English, not your dialect, not pidgin English. English, plain English. Because you're writing books that you're expecting Westerners to read, that you're expecting editors to read and give you contracts. You can't be writing books anyhow. And now why I say don't speak more of your dialects because of this. We know most dialects have, if you translate the words in most dialects to regular English, you'll find out that those things are not really correct in English. Some of them will be missing a preposition. Some of them will switch words and make it like, let's say in English the word is close the door. In the dialect it may be closed door. It's dialect is incomplete. Now, if you're writing books in your dialect, then it will be fine. But you're writing books in English. If you saturate your brain too much with your dialect, it will affect the way you write your English. So speak more of English. I'm not saying you should not speak. I'm not saying you should start speaking English to your grandmother, but try to speak more of English. If it takes you to cut out pidgin, do it. Number four, when you type, even when texting friends and family, avoid abbreviations. This one, almost everybody is guilty of this because everybody will be typing something like LMAO, TTYL, WYD. Stop those nonsense. Type the words themselves. You are a writer. It will affect you if you get used to abbreviations. Type the full words because you will know when you start abbreviating in your book. I'm being serious. So type the full words. And last one, occasionally flip through a dictionary and learn new words to upgrade your vocabulary. I'm not saying you have to read the whole letter under a dictionary, but you can just open the dictionary and go to, let's say, section T, pick 2 new words, learn them, learn their meaning, see how they are applied. It's knowledge added to you. As a writer, as I said, you're supposed to be friends with words. So now we have discussed purpose of dialogue, we have discussed dialogue format, we have discussed how to improve your wording in dialogue. So we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and if you would like to keep getting more from this channel, subscribe. And as I've said, this is going to be the last how-to tutorial. From the next video, we are going to be entering into a whole new dimension, still under web fiction. Thank you for watching and take care.